Lads, welcome back to another video. I'm going to make this really fast and concise. If you're a new player, this is really going to help you, and if you are a returning veteran player and you just really want to do a critical playthrough of low rank, then this should be a good video for you. It's just a one build sort of guide, and I'm just showing you how I progress my armor pieces through low rank. To be fair, the game's pretty easy if you're a returning player, but to be fair, I think even if you are a new player, it should be pretty simple as well. I'm going to run you through the weapon progression first. I use longsword. I understand bowgun, heavy bowgun, and stuff like that might use different skills, but because low rank monsters' health are pretty low, it really does not matter, and the progression will still be the same, I believe. So longsword, this is what I did. Started off with a hope set, increased it by 1 straight away. That gave me a flat increase of 30 power. I then went down to the orb tree. That's another flat increase of 50 or 60 power, with the sacrifice of a little bit of sharpness, but I think it's worth it in the really early stage of the game. Run that all the way until you get the, give me just 2 seconds, until you come across Rompolo. It's in the second zone, not Orwell Basin. It is the first monster you fight there. Now, this weapon will actually get you through all the way through to end game of low rank. If you do want a little bit of better progression, I'll show you some more alternatives down the line. But I used that until I came across there's 2 weapons. The Ufduna one, I used that just to beat some of the fire monsters. So if you want to have like a better weakness chance against fire monsters, craft Ufduna one. Pretty decent raw. There is a sacrifice of affinity, but to be honest, it just doesn't really matter at low rank. Grab the Ufduna one if you can, and if you want to, it's a really good option for those fire monsters. I then crafted the Shiguma one because I thought it was pretty decent beforehand, but I realised the sharpness was absolutely awful. So don't craft this Dushiguma one. Go straight down here and craft the Guardian Dushiguma one. The sharpness is still awful. If you can manage that, and if you have the patience to have the uptime of keep sharpening this weapon, go for it. It was doing my head in, but I still did defeat the final boss with this weapon. It's got the highest raw in base Monster Hunter Wilds, and it did defeat the last boss for me. So that's the weapon I used. The affinity is awful, and again, like I said, the sharpness is absolutely horrendous, but if you can manage that, it's a pretty good option. You can always sharpen the back of your sacred anyway. Another really good shout as well is the Lala Barina set. I love this weapon. I'm using the higher rank version right now. Has good affinity, has really good sharpness, has paralyze. This weapon will also be just as equal as Rompolo. It's the same attack, just different element. I would recommend, to be honest with you, just running this one or the Rompolo one. But again, yeah, it's your choice out of the 3. That's what I would recommend. It's really pretty simple. Apart from that, that's all you really need for weapon-wise. Going into the armor set, I'm going to show you what I chose. It ain't the best armor set, but it's what I use, and it got me through low rank pretty simple. So this is what I use, and bear in mind I'm using longsword, and the skills didn't really affect longsword too much anyway. It was just more like a general sense of what armor I use. So obviously hope set right at the beginning, obviously. I then come across about midway through the first zone, Balahara. The armor looks so cool, but that isn't the reason why I first crafted it. It has obviously a flat increase of a ×6 of the hope set, so I just crafted the whole thing. It was really easy to do. Has evade extender ×3, which is really nice when you're trying to dodge monsters when you're starting to get used to the patterns of them. So pretty decent option there. If you are using longsword, obviously quick sheath is a bonus there, and of course the hunger resistance is nice, not to have to worry about obviously eating rations all the time. So that's the option there. After that, I went through obviously and picked up the ingot waste. It's halfway through the oil ball basin. You need dragonite ore. It's a really good upgrade. Gives you divine blessing +1, which is really nice, and also 4 more defense over Balahara. I then picked up the Narcilla arms and the legs. Now I don't know how this works with Gunner, but I'm pretty sure it would still work. When you do a sneak attack, it gives you bonus damage. So just quickly, oh, that's that. Ambush level 2, plus 10% bonus when you've got 2 ambush up. So that's good uptime. That it lasts for about what 20 seconds ish. It's good damage. If you pair it with a Gilly Mantle, you get more ambushes proc. So yeah, I got 2 pieces of Narcilla. Really good piece. It's a flat increase of 8 defense per armor piece. So then we have the ingot, the 2 Narcilla and then the 2 Balahara at this stage. Going further down, I kept this armor set until I come across Raidal. I then changed the Balahara head and chest to the 2 Raidal pieces. It gives me Thunderous Roar, the second one, which is down here. Oh, sorry, the first one when I have 2 pieces. It increases latent power, which obviously gives you more affinity and less stamina reduction. It's really, really good skill to have. I'm not completely sure on how it activates, but you do get latent power on most hunts, and yeah, it's a really good skill to have regardless. So I crafted these 2 pieces. These 2 were the only ones available when you first kill Raidal. These 3 come unlocked a bit later on down the line. But yeah, craft that. So at this stage I have 2 Raidal, 2 Narcilla, and then the ingot. Going further down, I did change the Narcilla arms to New Odra, but if you want the speed eating, it's nice, but if not, if you want the damage, just keep the Narcilla arms. You don't need to craft this piece, but I just did it just to sort of test it out. So ignore that. Right, now after that, what I did, I crafted 3 pieces of the Guardian Rathalos. I saw weakness exploit, and I was like, give me that. Give me that weakness exploit. So I got rid of 1 ambush from the Narcilla legs, got rid of the ambush from the arms as well. So I've got 2 weakness exploit in trade of the ambush, and also a flat increase of 6 defense per piece as well. And then I changed one of Raidal's pieces as well to get that free weakness exploit. I think it's probably worth just to run 2 piece, only because if you don't get the rare item drop from the Rathalos helmet, you can't even craft, and it's not worth to keep farming it otherwise. But I got lucky, so I just crafted it. To be honest with you, I think what's the most ideal situation would be just craft the legs, yeah, keep the ambush level 1 from the arms, keep the ingot for the divine blessing, and keep obviously this 1 weakness exploit. Then you can keep the 2 Raidal pieces as well. So that's what I would recommend. 1, 2, 3 piece, and then obviously the Narcilla, where are we going? Narcilla arms, and then the ingot waist, which is back up there. That's what I did. That will definitely get you through low rank. You don't have to farm anything extra. When you kill them once, you'll get these pieces as they come, pretty much. And that's really it, to be fair. I'm trying to make this video really, really short. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't like going through too many menus, and hopefully you guys get through low rank as fast as possible and you enjoy the story. I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit more of a different take to what Monster Hunter normally does. But yeah, if you enjoyed that, leave it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.